Hello everyone. Today I was going to be talking about one of these. This is a Siemens phone. I think this is a C3. If I'm not mistaken, I got the C1s, the C2 and the C5. I don't have a record of having a C3, but I think this is it. This is obviously a hand portable with a funky antenna. I was going to be talking about this, but I can't get this to power up, which is really irritating because this is actually a prized collection, a prized possession of mine. So I can't really show you this because there isn't much to talk about. So I'm going to put that to one side. What I will talk about is a funky old magazine I found as well. This is dated winter '96, and I wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the cell phones that were available 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, because it's what is it, middle of May 2017. So this magazine is over 20 years old, and just so you guys understand the landscape of cell phones back in those days in the UK. So just to give you some sort of idea, the old Vodafone tariffs, they had a call 15, call 50, call 100 and call 300 with all different prices there. Back in those days, using cell phones was extortionate, and these actually these per minute rates are actually pretty reasonable. 41 cents, 34 cents, 23 cents. They're actually reasonable. I remember being on a really horrible Unique Air tariff. Unique Air, a really horrible airtime provider back in the day, and they were charging me like 80 cents a minute, which is extortionate back in 1990, mid 1990s, 90 money. That'd be like paying $1.50 a minute, which is just crazy. Of course, everybody nowadays has unlimited minutes. Most people do. There's no more peak or off peak. You guys notice the peak and off peak. So Cellnet digital tariffs, these would have been the GSM ones. They did obviously do analog ones as well. So these would be the analog ones. They just had two, a local and a standard. Imagine that, 70 bucks, 70 pounds connection, and 32 pounds for a monthly rental. And then you didn't get any calls with that. Your calls were in addition to that. So, I mean, you could get like a smartphone for that a month. Now, it might not be the latest and greatest smartphone, but you could get something reasonable for that kind of money every month. So, and again, Cellnet were cheaper back in those days by the looks of it. Not by much though. Actually, no, they weren't. They were exactly the same looking at these figures. So, but I mean, yeah, peak charges 50 pence a minute. I guess when they launched GSM, they kind of increased the prices on the analogs to get people to switch from analog to GSM. But anyway, so these were the Orange tariffs, and Orange had just launched. Orange launched, I think. Well, officially they launched, I think, 1994. I think it was July '94. I joined them about 4 months after that. So I had an Orange phone and I had a Vodafone back in the day. These were the tariffs, the original tariffs they launched with, Talk 15, Talk 60, and obviously 15 minutes. 15 minutes of airtime, people. Look, calls included per month, 15 minutes. That's like the length of this video practically. That would be your monthly usage allowance. Done. And then you'd be robbed for every minute you use your cell phone. So imagine that. So, and obviously the higher end, 360 minutes, 540 minutes. You know, you paid handsomely. I mean, this is £117 a month you'd be paying for that. So pretty high rates for any cell phone. This would be Mercury 1-to-1. I got a whole bunch of Mercury 1-to-1 phones, or videos on their phones as well. Check them out. And we get to the Ericsson stuff, 628s I think, and GA318s. If you guys know your Ericssons, I'm not a fan of Ericssons myself. I got a couple in my collection. And then you got obviously Philips Fizz, which I did a video about last week. Nokia 2110i, which is probably one of my all-time favorite Nokia phones, the GSM Nokia phones. And you got obviously the 8700 Motorola, which also did actually, no, I'm not sure I did. No, I did an unboxing of this video about a month ago. 1610, I've got probably 2 or 3 of them. I still need to do a video of that. I got one of these somewhere. I got a G350 as well. I remember seeing that actually 2 weeks ago. I don't have a charger for it. What else we got? So we got some NECs, good old GH388s there. Some other Ericssons, I don't recognize that, I don't have one of them. And a Sony DX1000. And then we got more phones. You get the picture. Oh, actually, I mentioned last week Philips Fizz eTax, which I don't have. Nobody's got in touch, but actually this is what the phone looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is the eTax version of the Philips Fizz. If you watched last week's video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alcatel HC1000, I did a video about that one as well actually recently. That was the Barclaycard phone, I think. That was quite a unique phone as well. Check that video out. Motorola 460, got a few of them. Got a couple of 318s, 238s I got. I don't have this one actually, and I got a 909. These are all analog actually. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys, these are the orange phones, and strangely, I got this one right here, and guess what? It does still power up, and without the charger plugged in, it also picks up service. He says it should do. Please tell me it does. That would really be embarrassing. There we go. It powers up. I mean, you guys seen this phone in numerous videos. I use this extensively. This is based on the 2110. This phone. It is the same shape. I love this phone though, and I wish I could still get service on this. These real funny about SIM cards, so you can't get any more. So that's that one there, Nokia 5.1, Motorola MR20. I think I did an unboxing of that last year. Check that video out. 2146, I actually have a boxed one of them. I still need to do a video about that. And Motorola flares, they're real common as well. What else we got? Insurance, some accessories, Nokia 9000. Need to do a video about that as well. I got a boxed one somewhere. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, pages. Before I forget, people, I found a whole shoebox of pages. I found a whole shoebox of pages. I don't know where they came from. I guess somebody must have given me a whole bunch of pages. These are just 4 off the pile, and these are actually not bad of shape. This one's in pretty good shape. The other ones are in okay shape. This one's got some stuff missing just there, but this one's in not too bad a shape. I've changed the battery on this, and these still are good to go. I mean, they fire up, and you press menu and scroll up and down. You can do your stuff. I replaced the battery on this one. The other ones, I don't see a reason why they wouldn't work. I guess if the system still exists for these things. I'm not into collecting pages. I know there are definitely people that watch this channel that do collect pages. Drop me an email if you want one of these. I got a shoebox. There must be about at least a dozen of these. They're yours if you want them. Drop me an email and get in touch if you want. I don't want nothing for these. I don't collect pages. I never really got on with pages. I got given a pager for work in the late 90s, as well as a cell phone. And to be fair, I never even carried the pager around. I just don't get on with the pages. So if you want these, they're yours. Drop me an email, like I said, usual email address, and we'll go from there. So that's all for this week. Unfortunately, a real short video this. I've literally got a driver waiting downstairs to take me to the airport. It's going to be a busy week for me this week, so I'm away again. For you guys that are regular viewers, you guys know that I travel a lot for work and filming and stuff. But thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up as always. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week. Thanks for watching.